Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Car Talk. My name's Kyle.
I'm sorry. My name is Chase.
I didn't know that's how you would start.
I know, that was why that was the plan. I was going to throw everybody off. No, hey everybody, welcome to the ZymCast.
Yes, we are not the Car Talk podcast.
The Car Talk?
The Car Talk.
We are not the Car Talk. Though with our topics this episode, you might be fooled.
Yeah. The Car Tucker.
The Car Tucker?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was something that you were talking about.
What? I missed that.
What?
All right.
As always, we are joining Cheyenne.
Oh my God, you fixed it!
Got it.
Oh, I'm so proud. I was actually not going to make a comment about it today.
Yes, our producer Cheyenne.
Thank you again for all your
Hi.
hard work.
What's up? I brought donuts.
I haven't had any yet.
Neither have I. I don't think anyone has.
My
Her dad
dad did.
had some.
Of course.
Her dad, who, you know, your parents were very nice at keeping me company before you got here. All right. So yeah, it's just another
Saturday
morning.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey, it's a change. We usually record on Sunday.
Sundays. Yeah. Well, you know, it just happens this way. Why are you picking your nose, Jason?
I'm not picking my nose.
Scratching your nose?
Yeah.
He was
Alright.
picking his
I was
nose.
not picking my nose.
He's
You cannot
picking
say
at
that on
his
an
nose.
audio podcast.
Yeah, because no one can.
No one can
prove it
corroborate the
wrong.
story.
2/3 of the people on this podcast are saying you're picking your nose. That means
No.
it's a fact.
It is not.
All right. Yeah. So this is the ZymCast, episode 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a correction.
Oh, no.
Before we start, it was actually a correction to something I said. I think on the first
The
podcast
first episode.
or the second one.
I don't even remember. Wait, like
Yeah.
the real second episode or the fake second
no,
episode?
the real Wait, I don't know what you mean. Which one's which? The one we have published, because right now, as of right now, we do have episodes 1 and 2 up on most streaming services for podcasts. 3 to 5 are coming soon, hopefully.
And so is 6. We're recording it now.
Yes, I mean this is probably gonna take a little bit longer, but 3 to 5 probably in a batch.
Cool.
But we were talking about Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider games.
I'm pretty certain that wasn't the first episode.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, it was
think
the
Tomb Raider
second
came
episode,
up
yeah.
in the first
the
episode.
second
It's the only one it has.
Yeah, it's the only one that
Doesn't
Tomb Raider
mention
doesn't
Tomb
come
Raider?
up.
Starring Alicia Vikander. No, the video games.
Oh, not the movie.
Yeah, I think I said that I never played one of the original Tomb Raider games. That's a lie, because I had Tomb Raider for Game Boy Color.
I don't think that counts. I'm fairly
It counts from my
confident.
young mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I loved that game. Oh, the soundtrack was like interesting.
It was Game Boy Color chiptune.
Yeah, and yes, and I also actually realized that I totally skipped over any of my handheld devices that I had when I was like going over the lineup of gaming devices I had.
That's fine.
Because I did have a Game Boy Color and Nintendo DSi and a PSP, and I had a DSi XL and now a 3DS. That's a lot of.
You actually got a DSi?
That was the first one I had, I think.
I didn't know
I don't
anyone
think I
bought
started.
DSis.
I don't think I started with a DS or a DS Lite. I'm pretty sure the first one I got was a DSi with a camera.
I had a DS Lite.
I
You
had a
still have a
regular
DS
DS and a DS Lite because my DS broke.
Oh, I still have my DS Lite. It still works.
I have my 3DS. It
Why are you
barely
popping
works.
bubble wrap?
Because it's right in front of me.
No,
And you know that really adds
distracting.
a lot of texture to the recording.
Damn it.
It adds texture to the recording. You know it's
It
true.
adds noise.
Weren't we
That's
talking
texture.
about fixing audio?
Yeah, we have too much ambient noise in most of our episodes.
Hey, well, okay. To be fair, the second episode was much better than the first.
Yes.
Yeah, we were learning what we were doing.
Yes, and great props to Cheyenne for
Yeah, no,
editing.
props to Cheyenne for doing some amazing work and being the only reason that this podcast is even slightly listenable to.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
She's blushing fiercely.
I don't blush.
God.
We're off to a great start.
So Kyle's microphone just fell off the table.
Keep it in. It's all content. All right. So back on track after my mic decided to just take a tumble onto my lap.
Oh, it doesn't look like it's very secure right now either.
It's not. It doesn't look secure, but it's super secure.
Oh, okay.
And it's also, again, it was like way farther back over, so like the weight was pulling it. I'm much closer to the table now, so it shouldn't be as big a problem. It's not going to fall by the time we're done.
We hope.
So how have you been? What-
I've been okay. I spent a good chunk of my week when I wasn't at work playing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Oh, yes.
That's a hard ass game. It's also very good.
But
I'm-
it's not as hard as a Souls game?
I think it's harder.
Wow.
But I actually honestly think that's because I've played the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne. So I'm fighting against my muscle memory. I'm trying to dodge attacks I shouldn't be dodging.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to I'm not jumping over things.
I don't really know enough experience with that stuff.
That's fine. Honestly, I do believe that people who have not played a bunch of Souls games would probably be a little bit better. I mean, you would hit a wall quickly, but I think you would surmount it faster. because you're not combating years of training on how to play these sorts of games because it plays very differently, fundamentally differently. It's a really damn good game though. I'm almost done with my second playthrough. I need to do 4 to get the platinum.
You always try to platinum those games.
No. I platinum Bloodborne, but
I meant
never
I don't know. I said those games. I meant all games.
I don't try and platinum all games. I look at a trophy list and I'm like, is this feasible and make me not want to kill myself? And when I was looking at Sekiro, I saw that basically if I'm not trying to like cheese it with saves, I would need to do 4 playthroughs. Oh. And I'm like, I don't know about that. That sounds like a lot. And then I beat the game, and I'm like, well, let's see how quickly a second playthrough goes. I am flying through this game the second time through. Oh. I've only stumbled like on a couple bosses, and so I'm like, okay, that's not that bad. I can probably swing this with a full 4 playthrough set. It's not that big a deal. Milk the game, get all it's worth out of it.
Milk that game,
baby. Other than that, though, I haven't been up to much. What have you been up to, Chase?
I had a really, really eventful week.
Did you?
Do you have a bone pick with me or something?
What have you been up to, Chase?
I mean, I've been sick.
Oh, that's all. Wow, that's very eventful.
No, I think I got sick. Like, okay, today's Saturday. I had a trip planned, and executed.
Yeah, I was gonna say weird choice of words. You went on this trip.
Yes, from Sunday to Wednesday, myself, Cheyenne, and a group of friends went to Vegas. But before that, on Saturday night, I was working. Didn't get off till 5 a.m, but I started having a sore throat, and I'm like, oh no. So yeah, it was a warning sign. I was sick the whole trip, which sucks.
That does suck a lot.
Yeah.
That being said, one might call it karma.
Karma for what?
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with you, Chase.
Oh yeah.
No one invited me to this fucking Vegas trip.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It wasn't really my plan. I didn't plan it, so I didn't invite anybody.
My soul cries.
I'm sorry.
Then again, so you said you left on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, technically, even if I had agreed to go, probably wouldn't have ended up going anyway.
Was that? Oh, I know why it is, but...
All right. So I'm driving into work Saturday morning. I have to work at like 8:30. 8:15. Unimportant.
In the morning? Right?
Yeah, 8:15 in the morning. I was opening kitchen.
Wait, so this was Saturday or something?
Saturday.
Yeah.
And so this was 1 week ago. I'm driving into work, and I'm on the freeway, transitioning to another freeway. And all of a sudden, on the ramp, this guy in front of me just swerves wildly to the right at the last fucking second.
Don't you love to see that in front of you?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't have time to react. And I see, like, 3 feet in front of me, a fucking giant wooden pallet that had clearly fallen off of a truck. And drive right over it on the left side of my car. It did some damage. Yeah, let's just say.
I saw a picture.
Yeah, it did some damage to the front of my car a little bit. Completely shredded my wheel. I might just post this picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just completely shredded my my front left tire. Did damage to my back left tire.
I always have a picture of one tire.
And it damaged my wheel itself.
Damn, like the rim?
Yeah. And so I'm like trying to drive to a place where I can stop because I'm on the middle of this fucking ramp.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere
like on the junction.
Basically, yeah. So like no, I don't want to describe where I am.
Yeah.
There's just a section where you are on a freeway and you can transition to a point where essentially you go off this ramp and then you can just split between 2 different freeways.
That could be a few of them, but I'm thinking of one that probably is not it. But
okay, but like right between the 2 freeways you can go to, there's just a small little patch.
Yeah.
And so I just drove directly onto that patch. And like as I'm going, like, you know, my tire is shredded. Smoke is coming up from my tire as I'm trying to drive it. I'm freaking out. Yeah. I'm like, is my car on fire?
Oh god, that'd be terrible.
And I stop. Like in the middle of this intersection, cars just buzzing by me. I'm like, fuck my life. Good news.
Yeah.
You know, it was my birthday earlier this month.
That's right.
My parents, as a gift, they're like, hey Kyle, we don't have anything exciting to give you this year. But here's AAA.
Ironic.
God bless them. It's like we're gonna pay for your AAA membership. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
You wouldn't think you would have to use it that quickly.
God knows.
Same month.
Yeah. So got the tow truck, towed me to my favorite auto shop. They're good people.
Okay.
and they took care of my car. But yeah, I needed new tires anyway. I was actually thinking that at the beginning of my drive. I'm like, I need new tires. I need my oil change. Like, I should probably find a time to go. So while I was there, I'm like, change all my tires, fix my alignment, change my oil,
Yeah.
fix my wheel.
Just give me a new car.
So like $650 later.
Oh.
Yeah. I just realized my mom's probably going to listen to this podcast. I lied about how much it's cost. So, but yeah, $650.
Oh.
It was pretty painful. So like, even if I was planning on going to that trip to Vegas, I probably would have been like, never mind. I don't have any money anymore. That's not true. I do have money, but I'm saving it.
Yeah. I mean, when I went to Vegas, I didn't really. The bad thing about going to Vegas with no budget.
That's smart.
Yeah. I'm like, I have money to spend. Didn't budget it. I mean, I didn't spend more than. Like, when I looked back at it and like divided it up, I'm like, oh, I didn't even spend that much.
Yeah.
Comparative to other people that went out with us. And I was like for Cheyenne and I, it was like the same amount that one person had spent. And I was like, what?
Good job.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I'm better off without a budget because I don't like spending money. And when I have a budget, I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't spend this much money. I could spend this much money. And then I go and spend it stupidly. But like without a budget, I'm like, oh, I can't spend money. Which one should I not get? Like I'm more conscious of my purchases without a budget.
That's ironic.
That's really weird. But I mean, it makes sense. It's super fucking weird. You're a weird person, Cheyenne.
Yes.
Yeah. But speaking of cars.
Cars. Right? Comedians in cars getting coffee.
No. Car talk? No.
Other car related shows?
But car related
karaoke?
Oh my gosh, shut up. I'm trying to speak.
You don't deserve the right to speak. Please go.
Another thing that was going to affect our trip pretty heftily was same Saturday.
It's not a good day.
I know. This is also the same day that someone else's car broke down. That's a part of our management, or like for the same company, ironically.
What the hell is going on that Saturday in cars?
And management.
Yes.
That was one of our other friends had like a theory that like all of this management was cursed in cars on this
Feels
one
like
day.
it.
Yeah.
Curses in cars getting
Yeah, but his car broke down. And my car, I woke up and was gonna go, ironically, I keep saying ironically, I don't know why I use that word.
You're using it quite ironically.
Yeah. But I was going to get a new battery for my key fob because my battery was dying in my key. So then I wanted to get that before the trip because we were taking my car because it's like the most like spacious car that is more reliable of the group that we were driving. And so I went out. I put some beer and stuff in a cooler that I was going to bring for the next day. I was going to put everything in my car, in my trunk. So I put it in the cooler, put it in the trunk, closed the trunk, went to my car, started driving away, and realized I could hear someone talking out of like the back of my car, like to the right. And I was like, why are they so clear? Like, is my window rolled down? I look back, no window. Well, actually, there were remains of a window.
Oh.
Yeah. So it turned out someone broke into my car. And I walked around the window without noticing, going to my trunk, and then walked around the rest of the car to get to my front door. And I'm like, how did I not notice this like glass all over the floor where I was walking and inside my car?
So what we've learned, it's a good thing Chase did not pursue his dream of being a detective.
That actually was a childhood dream of mine.
Why does that not surprise me at all?
I wanted to be a criminal investigator.
Good choice not doing that.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I wanted to do. But I had noticed like all this, now I noticed all this freaking glass in my car, and I was like, what the heck? So I backed up and parked again in the same spot, and I was like,
ran over all the glass, shattered your tires. No.
Well, I mean, I was parked like right over a sewage grate, so all the glass went into the sewer except for the stuff that was on the sidewalk.
Convenient.
Yeah, so like when I went back over, I'm like, oh, my tires are fine, because it had fallen down the grate. So I walked around.
That's great news.
And then I'm like looking into it. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I open the door and more glass just falls. I'm like, what the fuck? But apparently, upon further inspection, as a detective that I am, they didn't take anything.
So I have another question for you.
Yeah.
Did they sleep in your car?
I don't think so, because
Was the smell of urine strong?
No.
Okay, they probably.
I mean, because
even think
the
of
glass
that.
wasn't fully broken out, so like someone wouldn't have been able to fit through.
Why would they break into the car if there wasn't something inside that they felt like stealing?
There was a bag on the bottom right, so like where they broke in. But the thing is, like the bag is kind of open, so you can kind of see what's inside of it. My two windows are not tinted at all. You can see like straight into my car.
Yeah, mine too.
I was gonna get them tinted, but I'm glad I didn't, because then it would. Well, I mean, actually, maybe it would have helped prevent it. But then if it didn't, then I would have had to just retint a window.
Yeah.
So you can see inside, and there's like shoes, like old shoes, like not even good shoes, right? So I wasn't sure if they had even like tried to look into my bag, because it was on the seat, and I wasn't sure if I had left it there, because it's very possible that I left it there, and I threw it there because it was kind of like sideways and falling out. So I'm like, it's possible that I left it that way, or it's possible that they like looked inside,
saw that it was just shitty shoes, and they're like, never mind.
Yeah, and so like I was looking inside, I'm like, oh, everything's still in this bag. Like I had like a pair of like climbing boots, or like I don't even know how to describe them. There's like boots.
It's $12,000 and
I don't know, like hiking boots almost.
Oh, those?
Yeah, those
You
were
had those in your car?
yeah, because I haven't worn them in a while.
that's where I put shoes I haven't worn in a while.
No, because they've been in there from our
that's not
last.
his only pair of shoes in that car.
There were 3 pairs of shoes,
Yeah.
and that bag was in there because of our last trip to Vegas. I had brought those shoes,
Oh my gosh.
and I left it in there since January.
Good job.
But that was my birthday trip to Vegas, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I had looked inside the bag, and I'm like, there's nothing gone, because there's like dress shoes that I got from Payless. There are those hiking shoes that I got from Goodwill, and like a Fat Tuesday cup from Vegas, like an empty Fat Tuesday cup, like a tumbler.
Yeah, that would be a lame ass haul.
Yeah,
No doubt. Just like, well,
I like No Doubt.
well, I think
It's
at
a
the
good
same, I think at the same time though, if I broke into your car, and I'm like, I'll just fucking take anything, because at this point,
Yeah,
like,
I was looking mad it didn't take anything. I'm like, you broke into my car, you you fucking broke my window, you
there-
didn't take shit.
Is there a possibility that like it was accidentally broken?
Yeah. I
No,
was
okay,
thinking
that's what
it
I was
might
thinking
be.
too. I was thinking like, oh, maybe like someone like, it really hit it either like really hard. Like there was a
There's a drunk stumbler. It's like, oh,
there was a
no.
small rock. This is my detective skills. There's a small rock, like on the sewage grate right next to the window. So maybe it hit it, bounced off, and like shattered it after. But I'm like, that's like really small. It probably went through the window or something.
Yeah.
But then I picked up the bag, and there was glass underneath it. So I'm
Oh,
like, oh yeah. So
yeah.
definitely
Oh.
someone picked
Okay.
up the bag
That's
from
some
the
good
floor.
detective skills
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
my detective skills. Someone picked up the bag from the floor, looked inside, and left it on the seat on top of the glass that was there.
Are you sure there's nothing missing in that bag? I'm
not
the
sure. 'Cause that's-
$12,000 you were keeping there for safekeeping.
Honestly, I'm not very good with like keeping track of my cash. I just throw it places.
No,
You just throw up places.
Throw it places.
you've never actually left it in your car though.
I don't
as
think
far
so.
as I know.
I usually leave it in jackets. I mean,
Yes.
no one steal my jackets.
Now, next time when the
Yeah.
car thief listens to this again, he's like, "Oh, the jackets."
It's one specific jacket. I keep like almost
Yeah.
like $200 in it. at all
Why would
times.
you say that?
Because it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't keep my.
Yeah, that.
Oh, actually,
save it for
I
a
keep
rainy day.
I don't
Because
keep my
it's a
jackets in my car.
jacket. Get it? Get it? It's a jacket.
Jacket on a rainy
I
day.
Save it
wouldn't
for a
suggest
rainy
wearing
day.
that one
Yeah.
on a rainy day though.
Okay,
It'd get
well,
gross.
I got that in
You're
Vegas too.
gross. I don't know.
I got that in H&M in Vegas.
You got S&M in Vegas?
We did go to a sex museum when we were in Vegas. Yeah,
I think
erotic heritage.
Yeah, I've been there. It's
Anyway.
interesting.
Anyway, we were supposed to take my car, and the window was broken on the day before the trip, and I was trying to like go out to fix my key and get food before I had to go in for an 8-hour shift that ended at presumably 2 a.m. And I was like, how the fuck do I fix this before it's a Saturday, first of all, and tomorrow's Sunday. How do I fix this before like I go to work or before we leave? And I was like trying to like figure out what to do. Shannon was a big help. What ended up happening was I brought my car to her house, left it in the garage. And then while I was at work,
Wait. Was it like one of those magical Grand Theft Auto garages where you park the car in there and then you pull it back out and it's perfectly fixed?
Yeah, and
he
spray
wishes.
painted.
Why have you never told me this? I could have saved myself so much money.
Yeah. While I was at work, a really tough day too. It was crazy. She was calling places, couldn't get a place that would answer or be open. But then I came back to spend the night, after getting up at 5 in the fucking morning.
And she picked you up
Yeah, she picked me up.
and took you to your house so you could shower. And
That's
came
right.
back to my house.
Yeah.
Okay, quick
All this stuff.
little sidebar. I've said it before. I say it again. I feel like it's an oncurring theme. I don't think you deserve this woman.
I really don't. She's done so much for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Where would you be without me?
And fucking,
Not recording a podcast.
Yeah, not having a window in my car. Something fell right now.
It wasn't
It was
my
your phone.
mic.
Anyway, so we did all that. I was sleeping. She woke up at 7 in the morning.
I actually woke up before that.
Oh,
But
well.
You're a damn champion.
Yeah. It's like 2 hours later. Actually, no. You woke up to pick me up. When we came back, it was already like 6
Yeah, I
something.
never
You never
went
went back to sleep. Yeah, she was like sleeping while I was at work for a little bit. But she found a place that was open. Like she was calling from 7 in the morning when they opened.
Mhm.
Got someone to come out by 10 to work on my window that should be done in an hour so that we could then leave to go to Vegas. They ended up taking 2 hours, or more like 2.5 hours. So it was a lot longer. So we're waiting with all of our friends for my window to be fixed to then book it out of there and meet our other 5 friends that were already there, or 4 friends that were already I had already left. But I mean, he fixed the window in 2.5 hours, whatever, for like $175. No qualm there.
Yeah.
And we were on our way. I was like, that worked out really well. Otherwise, we would have had to take her smaller car, which was much smaller than mine, and had to squeeze 5 people in there with all of our luggage.
and it was already kind of a squeeze with your car too.
A bit. But I mean, it's yeah. We made
But, I
it.
mean, you got there.
Yeah.
It got fixed.
And then I had to drive like right after.
Oh, yeah, she drove the first half.
That
More
doesn't
than
sound
the
safe.
first half.
75%.
More.
It does
yeah,
not
so-
sound safe.
Oh no, I was fine.
Yeah, she's.
I'm used to being sleep deprived. It's
Mhm.
cool.
I kind of am too, but I still wouldn't want to drive in that state. That's like driving is the one thing I
Well,
don't feel comfortable doing
Nevada's
while
pretty
sleeping.
good. I don't know why you
Oh.
wouldn't want to drive in that state.
I was actually like really good.
Most of the drive is in fucking California anyway.
Joke, you ass.
Your face
wasn't
is an
a
ass. I'm just saying the joke doesn't make sense.
It didn't.
Does it make dollars?
Again, I've said it before. I can take it. I can give it, but I can't take it. This is so terrible.
I'm using your own jokes on you. Your
I
own
know.
kind of joke.
I know. It's the worst. Dad jokes, man. Dad jokes.
Yeah, but I mean, it all worked out. We got to Vegas fine.
Yeah.
I mean, later than planned, much later than planned, but it worked. That was like most of our trip was much
Yes.
later than planned.
Yeah, we didn't get to make any pit stops. We were supposed to make pit stops.
We made one pit stop. We went to Alien Fresh Jerky.
One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Got like 3 packs of jerky for $25.
I got chocolate covered raisins
It's pretty good jerky.
and a
Nice.
pin.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And at that same time, I believe I had Sunday off.
You were doing nothing.
I was playing Sekiro,
Yeah.
and dying repeatedly and getting very mad at myself. By the end of Sunday night, I was at the boss of the game. I beat Sekiro on Wednesday.
Oh,
That
well,
was a hard-ass final battle. I gotta tell you.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, loser. You're just not cool enough to play really tough games that are very satisfying and
Suppose
fun.
not. I haven't played a video game in a while.
Yeah, I
I mean,
know.
besides, like this weekend, we're playing Smash, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Smash is a video game.
Well, yeah, but it's like I haven't played a single player.
We got to get you something to play. I know you'll say like, I don't have time. Bullshit.
I mean, I want to finish Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
You're never
of his
going
time
to.
is spent sleeping.
Or working.
Yeah.
Or spending time with you.
That's
Mhm.
literally
That's the holy
Yep.
trinity
Pie
of
chart.
your
the
actions.
That's
pie
all
chart
he
of my
does.
life.
Yeah.
Is work, sleep, Cheyenne, or other way around.
See,
What?
I
No,
felt
but the pie
bad.
chart
Huh?
works any order. Why did you say the other way around?
I mean, like in order of
Operations.
Oh, okay.
no,
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
no, Pepsis.
Jesus.
In order of like percentages.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
how it's divided, but it's like yeah. That's my life, and then I guess this podcast. So
Well, I mean, but that also kind of counts as Cheyenne
Work.
time a little bit.
Cheyenne or work. Yeah,
It's
have fun.
both. It's the Venn diagram of work
Now
and
we just need to add
Cheyenne.
some sleep.
I mean, you're probably putting people to sleep, so you know. There you
True.
go.
You're fair.
No, they
Oh
clicked
my
away already.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're like, these guys are so boring. I need to get to bed. This is perfect. Just put the podcast on.
Talk me to sleep.
Whatever.
Talk me to
works.
sleep, baby. Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
They do have podcasts for that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Of course they do. I listen to podcasts going to bed. Like my problem is like I know people that like listen to stuff when going to sleep. I can't do that because then I'll be like, oh damn it, what time did I go to bed? Like what was the last thing I heard last night? It's like it's a waste of my time.
Oh, I used to do that listening to Lord of the Rings audiobook, and I'm like, I don't remember when I left off, and like it doesn't tell me when I left off.
God, if only you knew what the story was.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's the same reason like we have like the Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel Part 2 movies. I don't know if you have it at your theater. We've had it at ours for like the last couple weekends.
No, I don't think so. I haven't been there though. I mean, for the past few weekends, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, but we've had that. And so I was like, oh, I might go and see that. And then somebody's like, oh, did you see part 1? I'm like, no, but I played the damn game, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about with Godfather.
Yeah.
It's the same story. Like, I watched the movie, I'm like, oh. Same thing with Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Alicia Vikander.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
Yeah, I might as well have watched that movie like multiple times. I only beat that game once. I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know. But while we were in Vegas, we did some stuff.
Illegal drugs?
No.
I mean, that's
legal alcohol. But
okay, again, I'm actually defending you. I knew you didn't, but the way you said that made it sound like you did drugs. We did some things.
Well, no, but I mean, certain drugs are legal in that state, so
it's true.
And the state, but no,
it's true.
No, just legal alcohol.
Legal alcohols.
One of us did. I don't drink.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, 7 out of 9 people drink.
Don't look at me like that.
No, it's more like, I mean, you need to drink to survive.
Okay. You have a point. Cringy. I have a coffee addiction, but
not water?
Nah, water secondary.
She sustains herself on the water that is in the coffee.
Exactly.
You got to drink a lot more coffee though to make it through.
I mean, I'm drinking water right now, but that's besides the point.
So 7/9 of the group drink.
Yes. And we also went 7/9 of the group went to Laugh Factory.
Cool. I like laughing.
Stand up.
I do love factories.
It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
pretty funny.
I love going to stand up shows.
Yeah, I mean the opener, the hostess was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
First act,
there's always some weaklings.
Okay, and then
they doing like 5-minute sets.
Oh, I didn't time it.
No,
you should 10.
Each of them was a little different because there's only 3.
Well, I mean, one was the hostess who was like had like her opening, getting the crowd.
Yeah, hers was on the shorter side.
And there was technically like the one guy and then the headliner.
Yeah, the headliner's set was way longer.
Well, yeah. If he's headlining the show, then never mind.
Yeah.
So you basically just had the hostess kind of prepping everybody. Mm-hmm. You had like the pregame.
Yeah.
Like the warm up and then the actual.
Then,
okay, cool.
And then the hostess came back for like 5 minutes as a transition.
Yep.
Okay.
For at one point.
Okay, cool. Never mind. I thought it was going to be like one of those stand-up showcases.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me kind of want to go out to more stand-up.
The's plenty of stand-up in the area.
Yeah, I'm sure
a lot.
No, like we should.
There's a Laugh Factory in Long Beach.
Yeah, I know. I've been there multiple times.
Oh, I mean, you should. Oh, no. I mean,
we should plan a time to go. Yeah. I know a couple good comedy places in the area.
You thought about stand-up? I feel like you've mentioned something about stand-up. About doing stand-up.
I mean, I do have my terrible plan about having an entire stand-up routine that is composed entirely of dad jokes and puns.
Yeah.
And everyone would fucking hate me.
Just groans.
It would be the worst.
I would actually like that. I think they're funny.
I know they're funny, but you kind of hate that they're funny. It's like, it's like I want to give a shout out to Sidewalks. Always keep me off the streets. So bad.
You've done like somewhat of a routine in front of me before.
I mean, kind of. I could probably craft some sort of a stand-up routine, but I mean, could I? Yeah. Should I? Probably not.
I don't know. You're funny.
My problem is I don't know if I could take rejection well.
I mean, out of anybody I know, you're probably the best suited for a stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, no matter how good you are as a comedian, you're going to come across rooms that you're going to bomb in.
Yeah.
And
okay, I'll be there in the back, happy up.
That would, I think, be worse. That would probably make me feel even worse about myself. It's like, oh my God, I have a plant in the audience and still it's dead. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something I might try it at some point just for fun, but that's never going to be where I end up. I don't have enough depression to be a great comedian.
This second guy felt like
it's too true.
Felt like he was loaded with depression, but wasn't taking that crowd. No one really was having it.
It just happens.
For like one or two jokes, it was really
yeah.
funny. But
Part of his problem though is like the other two played to the crowd, and he just had his jokes.
yeah, I think he just didn't know, like this crowd specifically wasn't either for him or like it was too late because it was the last show of the night or something. But he was really slow too. He talked like really slow and putting people to sleep. Like Cheyenne was falling asleep.
That's not a good sign. That's a shame.
But at that point, like I was really like more sleep deprived than normal too, and it was late. So
I think
it's not his fault.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the same time, there are always good times for those kinds of moods, those kinds of slower paced comedians and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, if it's like 11 o'clock at night, it's certainly not the time.
Yeah, I'm sure like half the people were slightly drunk too.
Like so, I was walking down the street last night.
That's like, how he talked.
Yeah, I know. I know those kinds of comedians.
He's really deadpan, but like not in a funny way.
I mean, I thought he was funny. My problem is that the opener was really high energy, and then like all of a sudden we were like high energy, and then crash, like no energy, and I was like, oh, now I'm gonna get sleepy.
And then I'm imagining the headliner came in and got the crowd back up.
Yeah, but I was already kind of sleepy, so I was like only.
I don't know. The headliner though was like keeping his crowd like the whole time.
He was good.
Well, I mean, he's headlining. You'd expect so, but I mean, it's kind of weird. Usually they try and pair up. I know sometimes you want to have like some contrast, but generally speaking, if it's like actually like a headlining show with a warm up act, usually the warm up act is of similar energy, so that you actually are setting up the audience. Because like, what happens if for the warm up, like the audience falls in love with like the deadpan, like low energy comedian, and then you have this big high energy comedian come on stage and it's just not working anymore because it's not what they're warm for.
I mean, the hostess was great because she was at the same energy as the headliner, and she was between the deadpan one and then the headliner, so it's like got pumped back up for it. But yeah, maybe it was just who was available on a Monday night.
Maybe. But I do love stand-up comedy. It's extremely hard, and if you can pull it off, you are doing a good job. I feel like you're doing research over there, Chase.
Yeah.
Looking for their names.
I think he found it.
Well, yeah, but no.
He found a name.
Forget what their names were.
It was Billy Bob and Mikey Pooh.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Mike Ciccone.
Yeah, that was the headliner, I think.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar, but
he was on what's it called? Comedy Central. He's done Comedy Central.
Was it Last Comic Standing?
And I don't remember.
So you think you can laugh?
I don't remember if he's the one who was on Last Comic Standing or if it was the other guy. Or
now
if
I just feel bad that we're like, I mean, we're not actually talking shit about the warm up act, because like I can totally understand. And like, it's the same feel. So you know how you like watch a movie and you fall in love with this movie and you're like, I want to show this movie to other people that I love. And you take them and you show them the movie and they're like, it's clearly not clicking for them. And then you sit there and you're like, why did I even like this movie to begin with?
I don't think that.
It's not funny. It's like, it's not as funny as when you watched it before. It's not as enjoyable. Like, that's never happened to you? Wait, you said but I think you're saying no.
Well, that's what I meant, no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, not in that regard, no.
Okay, that happens to me. It's happened to me a few times where I'm just like, oh, I love this movie. And I'm like, oh, you're going to love this movie. And they watch it. They're like, I'm not loving this. I'm like, yeah, never mind. I don't know why. Like, I guess I just kind of like pick up on how other people are feeling. But like, generally, the audience around you has a huge dictation on how much you enjoy something. You'd think it wouldn't necessarily. But like, yeah, I've seen enough comedians where I've seen the exact same comedians do like the exact same set. And some nights it just kills and everyone in the audience is loving it. And some nights it just bombs.
Yeah,
and
the same jokes.
Yeah, the exact same jokes. It's total failure. So yeah, it just depends a lot on the atmosphere. And so yeah, he was probably just having an off night. You don't generally get to even just warm up act material for a headliner without being pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like he would have been better in the daytime.
Probably. He's a daytime comedian.
Yeah. But the second night we saw Mystère, Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
Those people, man. From the moment I sat down, I was like nervous that they were going to fall. I was like, on the edge of my seat.
You'd know better by this point.
Well, I mean,
They never fall.
They could still.
They do fall.
They could
I know they
still-
do.
There have been accidents.
Yeah.
Of course there
that has
have
caused
I'm like, this is
death.
gonna be one of those times. Someone's gonna die right in
Just
front of me.
knowing your luck.
Yeah, like someone's
Yeah, I
gonna
know. I was
fucking
like,
die.
my luck is not good.
I'm sorry, I give you this luck, but you're gonna
What
die.
if they go flying into the audience, hit you?
Oh fuck.
Oh, they kind of do though.
Hit you?
Oh, well, they don't hit you, but with the way that you sit,
Mhm.
sometimes they do fly over you, and you're just like, oh, something bad's gonna happen.
I've always wanted to go to a Cirque du Soleil show.
Yeah, it was pretty prime, and there were some pretty buff boys in that show
Oh
too.
my gosh.
Buff boys.
Yeah, buff boys. They were there's two guys that were like
You just
holding
couldn't help
each
look
other.
at them.
Yeah, no. Holding each other at incredible angles. But oh my god, like
Chase, again, I have questions about your sexuality.
they're buff boys.
Just holding each other. That's what you did.
Yes.
Again, if you're like bisexual, if you're gay, that's fine. Just tell me. If you were gay, that'd be okay. If you were gay, I'd love you anyway.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then after the show, actually, I think it was the next day. I enjoyed.
I mean, that's still after the show.
Yes. I enjoyed a nice.
I don't want to know this.
I don't even know where he's going with this.
I don't.
I was there.
And I don't want to know it because I saw
Nice-
his laugh.
a nice trashy cigar.
Oh, okay.
I fucking hate cigars.
Really?
I do too.
Yes. I hate cigarettes. I hate cigars. I hate all that.
I've never smoked, but I can't be around the smoke. And he started smoking, and I was like,
You
well, we're not around.
Constantly throughout the trip, we're like, "Oh, you're gonna get a cigar, right? Oh, you
Well,
wanted to
'cause
get a cigar?
Because it was
You were the only
something-
reason I got a cigar."
Okay. Well, because first of all, it was something you wanted the last time, and then you were kind of disappointed that you didn't get it. So I was like, oh,
Did
he
I?
really
I don't remember
wants
that.
this thing. I didn't think you would actually smoke it. I thought you wanted,
Just wanted it. Just
yeah,
smell it.
like I thought it was something you just wanted to get. I didn't think you would smoke it near me and keep blowing it in my face.
I did not blow it in your face.
You're a bad
You
intentionally.
literally blew it in my face,
And then said sorry.
and immediate was like, "Oh, sorry."
He walked in front of me.
Good job.
No, it wasn't even when I was in front of
Okay,
you. I was
okay.
behind you when you were playing craps. And I was like, oh, and you knew I was there because I
Sorry.
touched your shoulder.
I'm sorry.
Wait. So you were that trashy that you were actually smoking the cigar while playing craps?
Yeah.
You're the fucking worst.
Yeah.
You're just trying to be a stereotypical like loser. Because here's the thing: there are people who can smoke cigars and look cool. It's not you, I can tell you right now.
Not.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I didn't do that.
his first puff, he coughed.
Not the first one.
It was
18.
your-
Black.
Oh, and our friend
that's
took a
roulette.
picture of us.
I know, I'm kidding.
Wow. Our friend took a picture of us, and he just left it in his mouth.
That was the point. He was
Was it? Oh,
directing
okay.
me.
Okay,
'Cause he
I
wa-
wasn't
'cause
paying attention. I was
I-
trying to stay kind of away from you, to be honest.
I had always said how like trashy Treasure Island is. I mean, don't.
I know that movie is not.
Don't no.
I know.
No, just like comparative to like the upper scale ones.
Well, it's because they haven't renovated it.
Yeah,
in
I mean,
a
like
long
it's
time.
it's fine,
Mhm.
but I mean,
it's
not
got much
as-
cheaper rooms than
Yeah.
other options.
Maybe
cheaper.
that's why
That's
they
what I
don't
should say. But and I expressed my disinterest in like the hotel itself. But we parked there because it's free parking. So we were on our way back.
It has its uses.
Yeah, and Miss Dare is there. But we were on our way back, and our other friend who had a camera was like, "Hey Chase, pose in front of Treasure Island with that cigar in your mouth and holding Cheyenne." I was like, "Okay," and I did it, and I was like, "This probably looks really trashy." And then he was like, "Ha! Now I have proof that you go to Treasure Island."
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
And he looked the trashiest, like the fucking. Oh my god, the picture is terrible, and it's intentionally terrible, but it just looks really bad.
Hey, I look good in it though.
There we go.
You look in every picture we took.
Yeah, sure.
But-
okay.
Yeah.
He's trying to earn
biased.
those points. He's obligated.
He is
No.
because he blew freaking smoke in my
I'm
face.
sorry.
He knew I was there, and he turned towards where my face was, and then blew.
I didn't mean it was. I had already like had it in my mouth, and then you're like, "What?" You tapped my shoulder. I turned around. I'm like, "I can't hold it anymore."
You blew in the direction that I tapped.
You know, hey, if it was an attacker, he wanted to defend
It was
himself.
also. It wasn't. It wasn't. I probably shouldn't have even smoked it because I was sick, so I couldn't like.
Yeah.
You dumb,
I was
dumb
coughing.
doo-doo head. I forgot.
I was coughing sometimes. So like when she, I think when she tapped my shoulder and like I turned, I had to like cough. I couldn't keep it in. I was like, and you don't inhale cigars.
So you're
You just
gonna
keep-
cough in my
Yeah,
face.
You're
too?
just. He's just trying to get his way out of this hole.
I dug myself a hole. and
You did. It's just whenever I think of like I dug myself a hole, I was thinking, have you ever seen Step Brothers?
yes.
Yeah, is that scene like, what are you doing? I'm burying you.
That's not what I thought you were gonna go.
No, but
You said digging holes, and I said, "Have you ever seen holes?" What? Yeah.
I have seen holes.
That's what I thought you were gonna go with.
No.
Speaking of movies, though, last night I have been recommended a lot of movies, as you probably have heard in this podcast too.
And he decided to watch one I don't think we ever recommended to him.
I don't think we do, but I have been recommended this by a lot of people. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably safely say, new favorite movie. It is a fucking masterpiece.
It's fantastic.
A1 visuals, like amazing, like blend between video games and comic books. That whole like stylization is amazing. The jokes are so well timed and so well executed, and the soundtrack is just amazing. And the casting is amazing too. Michael Cera and everything is really funny, and like the whole cast is awesome. I probably gonna rewatch that at least like 10 times, but you know.
Just 9 years too late.
You're looking up. That's what you're doing right now.
I
looking up
wasn't. I
when it
couldn't
came
remember
out?
if it was 09 or 2010. Yeah. Welcome to the rest of the world, and just another classic, great Edgar Wright movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, Edgar Wright makes such good movies.
Yes.
What are some of his other movies like?
Are you serious?
I know that he makes good things, and I know that I like the things he makes. I just don't
Okay.
know
Most
which ones.
recently would be Baby Driver.
Yes. Oh, that movie is amazing. That is
But-
like, yeah,
But also like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz.
that's great. That's great. Simon Pegg movies.
Yeah, the Cornetto trilogy and End of the World. No, The World's End.
World's End. All Simon Pegg movies.
Yes. Yeah, it stars Simon Pegg, Nick Frost in all three of those movies.
Yep.
All directed by Edgar Wright. They're all great. World's End's probably the weakest, but they're all great. I think Hot Fuzz is the best.
He did Ant-Man?
He was working on Ant-Man for the longest time. He had written most of the script. He had prototyped a lot of the stuff. But he was working on that, I'm fairly confident, before the Marvel Cinematic Universe was like really big and before like the interconnectedness was like necessary. He was trying to tell his own story. Shut up. He was trying to tell his own story, but he didn't want to like tie it into the greater universe at large. And like Marvel was like putting down all these demands on him, and he's like, "This isn't the movie I wanted to make." And so he left. And they used like a lot of his script, and they used a lot of the like the pre-visuals and like a lot of the shrinking set pieces that he had developed. But Scott Derrickson came in to actually direct the movie proper.
I don't know.
Yeah, he started on it in like 2006.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, he'd been working on that movie for a very long time. It was a passion project of his.
Wow.
And then it got taken away from him. Just ripped his baby out of his arms.
But Baby Driver, though.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
It is.
Has my daddy in it. John Hamm.
You have a lot of daddies.
Okay, so I resigned from this podcast. Effective immediately. Goodbye.
No. Oh, Kyle left. He threw his headphones on the table and is walking away.
I guess I can't leave yet.
I already did that bit.
I know. it's a bit. I added the footstep sounds though. They were terrible. They sounded nothing like footsteps.
No,
They did not.
that's not footsteps either.
not
Just
better.
banging on the table.
Shut your fucking face. We've gone so off plot here.
Did we have a plot?
Not really.
No.
Do we ever?
A little more than this.
I know. This is just kind of a chill out, hangout episode. Talk about our cars getting damaged. Talking about Chase being a corporate shill.
Oh, yeah. Didn't mention that.
Probably for the best. Just move on. That's all the context I'll ever get. Talk about Chase watching movies far, far too late.
That's like my life, though.
I know.
I mean, I watch pretty movies that were pretty old. So it's like
you
not
watch
that
pretty
bad.
movies?
Pretty
I watch
old.
those pretty movies.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh, well.
You watch pretty movies that are pretty old.
Yes. Pretty good movies,
There you
I
go.
should say.
What about the pretty bad movies that are pretty old?
I don't think I dislike any movie that's like pre-2000.
That's bullshit. That's just proof you haven't seen a lot of pre-2000 movies. There are a lot of garbage from the 90s in particular. I mean, there are always garbage movies in every generation. But, oh man, the 90s was a cesspool of crap.
Give me one. Maybe I've seen it. Probably not.
Probably not. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But that's because I blocked them out of my mind. Like, the 90s were bad. And the only reason I thought they were good is because I was like 5.
Well, I mean, if you guys know any bad 90s movies,
no, don't do it. Don't do it.
At Zim Media.
What's your favorite terrible 90s movie?
What's your favorite terrible movie of all time? Your favorite terrible movie?
I mean, there are some terrible movies I love.
Yeah.
What is the one movie that you wish you had never took into your eyeballs?
I can't just come off the top of my head.
I'm asking the audience.
Yeah, but I can tell you my mother's answer is, I believe, a movie called White Squall.
Is Jude Law in that movie?
No, not this one. I believe it's called White Squall or something like that. It's this whole like disaster movie. It was trying to like run off like the disaster.
Hey, disaster movie was pretty funny.
Oh my god, you! And he's lost all credibility because no, it's not.
It was really bad, but it was like
no, stop.
I was also like really young.
Stop it! I'm trying to protect you from the internet right now.
Really
this is an opinion that'll get you crucified. Oh. Like the only there's nothing worse than this. Like there's like, I hate like various like underprivileged and like bad and like negatively focused on groups. What? Hey, I'm a Nazi.
What?
And then above that, there's I like the movie spoofs, like disaster movie. Like that is like
all those movies are fucking terrible.
The penultimate. It's just the ultimate. You're a bad person and should die in a fire. Oh. It's like there would be like Kevin Spacey, and then right above is you.
Oh.
Okay.
Shots fired.
I feel bad for Cheyenne, honestly, because like she has to make an honest like decision, because this is all just turned into rambling incoherence. Like what does she keep? What does she get rid of? This episode does not need to be an hour long. Every episode does not need to be an hour long.
Yeah, this probably won't end up being.
That's fine. We don't have a lot to say about Cars anyway. So Cars, it's like a total mid-tier. I was gonna total mid-tier Pixar film.
You're both one of the same thing. Oh my god.
Cars 2, bottom tier Pixar film.
I think I saw Cars and Cars 3, but not Cars 2.
That's fine.
I also saw Planes.
They expected you to never. Well, I mean, Planes wasn't even a Pixar movie.
Planes isn't good.
What?
No, yeah, I swear to God.
It's also a show, isn't it?
Probably Planes, but yeah, no, the Planes movie that was not actually Pixar. That was Disney.
What?
Did it blow your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not notice the drop in quality?
It was fucking corporate shills.
To be fair, like. It was Cars 2 and then Planes. Like there isn't much of a. Right. There's actually an improvement in quality. Somehow.
So, what's your favorite Pixar movie?
Oh my god, you can have like 13 questions posted to the audience every episode.
No, yeah, just tweet us anything.
What's your favorite Kevin Spacey joke?
Oh no! I think I say, oh no!
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for the ZymCast.
He dropped his microphone again.
My name is Kyle Croft.
I'm Chase Matherly.
That's Cheyenne.
Hi.
You're Cheyenne?
I said that's Cheyenne, you son of a bitch.
All right, thank you for joining us. Drop us a tweet at Zym Media on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at ZymCast.
Like us on Apple Podcasts, and I'm gonna drop this mic. Oh.
Did he even make like a...
He actually dropped it, but didn't make a noise.
I don't want to damage the mic. Oh no, this is moving too. Save me.
All right. See you next time. Bye. I mean, I hope I don't see you because that'd be weird, but I'll hear you next time. No, I won't hear you. You'll hear us next time. Whatever, bye.
What?
Please stop talking.